Hello everyone. Another video in the series of History of Magic the Gathering. If you have missed some videos in this series, I urge you to check the description below for all videos released in this series previously to this one. Today we're going to talk and discuss banning and restricting card. We're going to see the first restricted cards and the first ban cards in any format of Magic the Gathering. First of all, I want to say that the DCI is the only board responsible for banning and restricting cards for Magic the Gathering. Also, the DCI is responsible for unbanning and unrestricting any other card in the format. Usually, banning and restricting card was announced on the 20th month of every 3 months, but nowadays the announcement happens on the 5th week after each Pro Tour. In normal cases it will be the first Monday. As I said, the TCI is responsible for banning cards and restricting, and this particular instance was also mocked in one of their cards from the Unhinged set. Look at me, I'm the DCI. Look at me, I'm the DCI. It's an artwork designed by Mark Rosewater. Please check the video related to Mark Rosewater in this series for more details about this card. But as you see, they are mocking how the DCI announcement banning and restricting cards in the way that there is a dartboard with cards on it and someone with a band on his eyes and a pint of beer shooting darts to ban or restricting a card. The flavor of this card was few understand the DCI rigorous decision making process. A much detailed art of this particular card. And now let's go in the history of the first restricting and banning card. So we have seen that in the beginning, Magic the Gathering, with the introduction of Alpha, Beta and Unlimited, the sets and the cards were unbalanced. We had the Power 9, Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, the Moxes, Time Twister and Time Walk. These were the Power 9 and these were very used between players and obviously were too much overpowered. At this stage, Magic the Gathering and the DCI decided that the Power 9 will be restricted. Restricted means that you can play one particular copy of each card in your deck. Therefore, you couldn't play 4 Black Lotuses, you could play only 1. With the introduction of expansion sets, there were other cards from the expansion sets Arabian Nights that were also restricted. Please notice that at this stage no card is being banned. Ali from Cairo was restricted from Arabian Nights, Berserk was restricted, Sol Ring was restricted too, Gauntlet of Might, Brain Geyser were also restricted. What happens? In 1997, Standard changed, and therefore a decision has been taken that no card will be restricted in Standard but only banned. That means that all cards restricted prior 1997 have been also banned in Standard in 1997. But really, the first banned card in Standard was Zuran Orb. Zuran Orb, 0 casting cost from the set Ice Age, 0 sacrifice a land to gain 2 life. This card, combined with Armageddon, 3 and 1 planes, all lands in play are destroyed. Players were overusing and abusing Zuran Orb. They play Armageddon, they destroy the lands, and before the land is destroyed, you activate Zuran Orb and you sacrifice the land to gain the life. Zuran Orb was the first card to make the new standard ban list. History taught us that certain powerful cards that were overused and overabused in Pro Tours and Sanctioned Tournament were also banned. And in one particular instance, there was one particular card that was banned because everyone was using it. I'm talking about Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp was banned immediately. It was used by everyone, every professional player, and it gave a card advantage to whom was using it. Basically, you play Skull Clamp, you attach it to a 1/1 creature, the 1/1 creature dies, and you get 2 new cards. With Skull Clamp, there was also another set of cards which were banned in Standard, and it was to make one of the most powerful deck a little bit weaker. We're talking about Affinity. Affinity, we saw the banning of Arcbound Ravager, the banning of Disciple of the Vault, and the Artifact Lens. These cards were all banned so that Affinity will lose part of its enormous power. Another card, 2 particular cards that were immediately banned for Standard, we're talking about Jace the Mind Sculptor and Stoneforge Mystic. Jace the Mind Sculptor was in half of the top 8 of every Pro Tour, and the price of Jace the Mind Sculptor skyrocketed to $100 and was immediately banned. We come to these days, and the last banned card in Standard is Aetherwork Marvels, which recently was banned because it was too powerful when you cast the Eldrazi Titans. Please leave a comment if you have ever one card been banned and you were angry about it. Click like to this video and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering. Thank you very much.